Eviction drive at More ICP bypass road turned violent. Women folks carry out half-naked protest. Winners of November 7th by polls BJP, Nantang Halkib, Oinam Lukoi, Poonam Burjain and independent candidate Y. Antas Khan swear in as MLAs. Chief Minister Nongton Biren assured surveillance team will take stock of COVID-19 situation in assembly constituencies where by-elections were held. Union Home Minister Amit Shah likely to visit Manipur this month. Chief Minister N. Biren assured of upgrading Irang Bridge into RCC Bridge. Manipur reports 254 new COVID-19 confirmed cases and 5 deaths in last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 207. India reports over 47,000 new COVID-19 cases in last 24 hours, pushing a tally over 86 lakhs. Recovery rate nearing 93%. And Hockey India President Gyanendra Ningombam says Chief Minister N. Biren has approved construction of the one hockey astroturf each in every district. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Prime-Timed English Bulletin. I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands out half-naked protests against eviction drive along More ICP bypass road. Intense scuffles occurred between the protesting women and police who tried to contain them. After the eviction drive carried out on the bypass road on the November 3 by a team led by Taobao District DC and SP, subsequent drive was carried out by the team this afternoon. Residents in the areas vehemently opposed the eviction and chanted various slogans in protest. Security forces resorted to firing of tear gas cells to contain the intense agitation. Many protesters, including 4 women police personnel, sustained injury in the incident. Protesters condemned the BJP-led state government for snatching away the assaulters.
Congress matam do da BJP na purang paganda alai ba singge da bang sunungay gani aba ba misuwara roy hay ban daw corruption sulay roy hay ngasi corruption si karino BJP leader sing patana yeng bio tina pardisi kabag si yengo patana yeng bio ay ko lai ra ba sing ngasi ling na gas sulay te sana gas sulay te isa sing da karay da lum gani isa sing do karay da to mar gani ngasi karay na sa akin eh!
Winners of the by-poll held on November 7th have sworn in as MLAs. Speaker of the Manipur Legislative Assembly, Yumnam Khemchan, administered the oath of office and secrecy to them at the conference hall of the Manipur Legislative Assembly this afternoon. The new MLAs are BJP MLAs Nantang Halkib of 51 Saitu Assembly Constituency, Oinam Lukoi of 22 Wangoi Assembly Constituency, Poonam Burjain of 34 Wangzing Tenta Assembly Constituency and independent MLA Y. Antas Khan of 30 Lilong Assembly constituency. Chief Minister Nongthom Mambirin, Works Minister Thongam Vishwarjit and other cabinet ministers were present on the occasion. Speaking to media after the oath-taking ceremony, BJP MLA Paunam Brajain said the recent by-poll result showed that people favor the BJP-led state government. He claimed that BJP will secure absolute majority in 2022 Manipur Legislative Assembly general election. Speaking to media, independent MLA Antas Khan assured of repairing the deplorable roads in Lilong constituency. Upon being asked whether he will join the BJP or any other party, why Antas Khan replied that he will consult the people of his constituency first. It may be mentioned that Speaker Yumnam Khemchand has already administered oath of office and secrecy to BJP MLAs Ginsuan Hao Zhou, who won the by-polls to Singat Assembly constituency unopposed.
Sigi result sina pura hojikti loina makko na hai loba yare id kana so khoi party ki marakta manada basi udre hojikti miyam na yaba go menam orabri na khoi marakta su aduki matik unity leire honorable chief minister da puna makna support torga yamna nungai ba go menam handa ki se leirani loina na 2022 ki general election so asoba miyam na yabai mamim tarane se khona ju ujare ti hojik wangi te tha kendra polling puna makta khoi siang adum phajana piri prime minister ki kailan ki piri napsa ki keji manga adum piri ngarang akoi matek amakak nupi amani na hairakpado ID oiramdo mante ngasayo hangbada khoida dum pi moina pasa yaudana lae aduda napsa gi lupa ahum thiga do bani pulpa ahum puraga lakpiu keji manga gi lupa trangwa pura lakpiu adana pasa loba chakhi na hai aduga chiang pi da badi leite hai hojik dum piri hai leptana dum piri
Sakar si support to da hai de decision de hai nga koi election campaign committee election ki committee makhan lai hip sing da duga aikhoi gi lairiba community ki leaders sing religious leaders sing myam phamineraga decision am loga ne dui matung in aikoi support to road connectivity si am fatte lambi gi amasang healthcare gi infrastructure am wat pa manpower am wat pa ka malaya du na hai ba especially road connectivity engzila matung de health.
Chief Minister Nongthong Mambirin has assured of sending health department surveillance team to those assembly constituency where by-poll elections were held recently. Speaking to media at Chief Minister's Secretariat today, the Chief Ministers expressed regrets that COVID-19 SOPs were violated by many voters during the poll rage. He added that with the centre's assistance, Manipur received 95 ventilators, 400 oxygen containers, concentrated machines and 500 D-typed oxygen cylinders recently to combat COVID-19 pandemic in the state. He took no time to add that the recent by-poll election results show the support and trust that people have in the BJP government. Responding to Impact News queries, Nongthong Mambirin assured that the state government will assist those bereft families of patients who have died of COVID-19. He said auditing of COVID-19 deaths could not be conducted properly earlier as the doctor leading the audit committee tested positive for COVID-19. He announced that the state government has formed a new committee called COVID Death Audit Committee. Upon being asked about the construction of the National Center for Disease Control and increasing the number of ICU rooms, Chief Minister Nongthom Mambirin said government has acquired land in the Konthaujam. However, work has been delayed due to inadequate funds sanctioned by the center. He said estimated budget will be priced to the relevant union minister. He also said the state government has already urged the center to entrust the responsibility of the construction to the state government regarding ICU rooms. Nongthong Mambirin said that efforts are full on to increase ICU rooms at RIMS, Jenims, Caesar and Raj Medicity to fight COVID-19.
COVID death ki sigi committee si lay tawbudabu aikhoi mate khara aikhoina madai soira misi madugi convener oiba Dr. Nupido ma si positive orap mate khara gap like we have to admit it fact koi consult we ade adu madu kari daino na thena rakpadagi ma leira madagi akoina backup mama leira madu adu khudakta madu tawdabu yaroi haidana hana hogi bodo hogre hojik matung da lakpada di madugi am full fajana examine taruga mayam da details wina khangal lagani moigi project submit tarakudana 29 crore tarakpo NCDC ki moina adagi taw haira only within 10 crore sao hairpa confusion lebiduna ngarang si ai Union Minister Harbhajan ga virtual conference ngara imangon da hai kare na khoina madugi 10 crore dugi manung da sao hairagana please hand over to the state agency yam trangai phadraba potni na haibaduma ai in return da makhak chithi em ka iyo da ingasi chithi draft to bolore huji thar kana madugi detail du torga thuna masima saba hongna na ba somehow in a somehow by hook or crook edo masima saba hongna na ba to
Rumors are around that Centre has invited Chief Minister Nongthong Bambirain and opposition leader Okram Ibobi to hold talks about the culminations of Naga peace talks. Chief Minister Nongthong Bambirain today disclosed that Union Home Minister Amit Saha is most likely to visit Manipur this month. His visit is possibly to discuss about the finalization of the ongoing Naga peace talks between the Indian government and NACN-IM. However, speaking to media at Chief Minister's Secretariat today, Chief Minister Nongthong Bambirain clarified that there is no official intimation yet, even though NEDA Chairman Hemanta Biswa Sarma, during his recent bipolar-related visit in the state, has mentioned that Manipur's Chief Minister and opposition leaders will be invited to discuss about the culmination of the Naga peace talks. The Chief Minister said Hemanta Biswa Sarma's statement has been already apprised to CLP leader Okram Ibobi. He added that nothing is decided yet whether the decision with stakeholders concerned will be held in Manipur or in Delhi.
Nedagi Chairman Samgi Health Minister Hemanta Biswa Lambadu Tarik Tarada Kaurakani and Haibadu Tarik Tarada Kauruktre Aina Panga Pau the Pawida Pura confirmed the Natribada Honorable Union Home Minister Manipur Sigi Thamanum Stilabe opposition Kari civil society Mayamsu Unaba Pamagi Modo in the way on the Sidalaga Unagadoribra Madugi Potumai Hujiki whenever confirmed to three still Laknabagi Planama Taure Habidumadi almost confirmed already na low we are stakeholder khuding mak loina taner kani noi taner dana any final conclusion low roi have se Union Home Minister na so hierarchy bani ado government side ke issue central leaders in the queen before taking any final step please consult all the stakeholders have se koi issue moi da pressure torga lady na.
Repair of the Irang Bridge along National Highway 37 in Jiribam's Road is underway after its second collapse yesterday. Chief Minister Nongthong Bambirain hoped that the bridge will be ready in 1 week. Speaking to Impact News during the media briefing at Chief Minister's Secretariat today, the Chief Minister assured that once the route is restored, foundation stone will be laid to convert the Bailey Bridge into an RCC bridge. Nongthong Bambirain appealed to stop making fun of the army personnel who are putting their best efforts to repair the bridge, which re-collapsed yesterday. Acknowledging that the old Kasar road needs to be repaired, Nongthong Bambirain said those protesting about the bad condition of the road have holding a peaceful dialogue with the government.
Thongna double lane Sahoraga, Lambina 4 lane Agadi, Adushomu Yadabanina. Saring at home to 4 lane Sasina. Nangi Lamji, Yaga Yadega Tonoleva. No Husik Tongjisu, double laning at Torba. No Husikti, Usinasina, 4 laning the Yare. I quite missing on the Karim Katainaba, Keto Wusikarta, Masema Toning de. Mina Tum the Sadagay. Army engineers in Tengna, Togdana Kotana Torga, Temnopol immediately Togdia, the Temnopol the labor Tongjin, Shidoga Hing Tumda Torga. Ngarang Zipan cricket over Ngarang Yoshiki Vanis is a Ngarang Banka. Heavy work, ni accident is the accident. Slip Tore in there. Madusu hacked the Karim Katina social media the Karida. A quick missing Chekara. Katang a descent way in Nikara. I quick Praza, technical over Port Kara. Engineers who shouldn't be, doctors who shouldn't be, my who shouldn't be, laborers who will be low in a way, be Simasi to Fe. Uziki ADB funded Hariba, Moy thickness, Pira thickness to go. Hujiki companies na suriba atopa PWD ki makada suriba thickness ga ani je thickness mana dev ado khone technically engineers in the fazana clarify tawle adu bog ta de adu ngasi ai kaugre lao fazana noina quality leina ba suji hai ba we accept yai aduga mi gi thaba pa ba du di mi gi sanction amount gi matung ina lakpani.
Chief Minister Nongthawan Birren today launched the Old Palm project under Oil Palm Mission Manipur. The project was launched via video conferencing at the Cabinet Hall of Chief Minister's Secretariat. The project aims to create jobs and replace illegal poppy plantation in the Hills District. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister Nongthawan Birren said oil palms plantation will be carried out on 200 hectares land area on a pilot project, stating that as per satellite mapping, 66,652 hectares of land in the state are suitable for oil palm plantation. Birren said government aims to cover 5,000 hectares of land at the estimated cost of 225 crore rupees in the near future. It may be mentioned that Prime Minister Narendra Modi gave the idea of oil palm plantation in the state during the foundation laying ceremony of the Manipur water supply project via video conferencing on 2nd July. The Chief Minister also said that the travel concession cash voucher scheme and special festival advance scheme announced by Centre on the 12th of October will also be applicable in the state.
Zoom cultivation is alternative. I'm a pin in a corner of Pumakamda or poppy plantation alternative opinion of the curry PC and a potting. Madam Coxie expert and Tana Lapan, Machine, Singi, Amati Tampaki area, Moruina, Kergas Havi, I'm Sanadi Secretary, More areas. The Gisa Prudar, Kamzumi, Taneri Bazaga, Molsam, range within traffic area.
Roads in interior villages of Churachandpur district are in deplorable conditions with no maintenance or repair since the last 10 years or more. Local MLA V. Hankalyan have started repairing the roads under Local Development Fund for financial year 2019-20. Though one special contractor H1 since 2019, as many as 19 localities were covered and more than 16 roads so far this year. About 700 meters stretch of the road at Salemd Veng, an important area in Churachandpur town, is under renovation since November 6th. Locals have appreciated MLA V. Hankalyan for his initiatives. Contractor H1 highlighted about the pathetic condition of the roads and repair process.
Churachandpur gi Sitharaman gi chakhraba maintenance chu kaya leitaba dumaram oiduna lambi se amata su phabaleite maram oiduna V. Hankalyan na Praja mayambu nungsiduna lambi se semge aina lokachabani aduga Sitharaman chakhiba lambi se maintenance leitaba sida mana masagi paisa ayamba puthokuna semgatpani.
NEET 2020 qualified candidates of the Manipur are bearing the brunt of limited MBBS seats in the state. Parents and guardians of the student urged Chief Minister Nongthawan Birren to increase the number of MBBS seats by at least 50 seats. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, mother of the candidate and Sonolata said there are only 115 MBBS seats at Jenims and RIMS combined. She also mentioned that students from other states are also pursuing MBBS at RIMS as it is under the central government. She appealed to increase the number of seats before the conduction of the counselling for students on the 25th of November.
Manipur ki sitsi yam da bana maram oidana khoi counseling gi matam stati angang sing je sitek ta phamaudraba adudagi di angang sing sida kari la ke da khoi depression na ba yaure angang sing sida ei try tawra roi da haiba yaure aduga soidana su sitse phangani na khalubagi angang sing se akhoi gi makha ta ba ai di university sat ka da ba to ba line try taw da ba singun se ta hok da ba aduna maram oidana angang sing tongan ba psychologically makhoi da su ngai ta mentally problem thok ba akhoi masing khang da na yausile guardian na ma oina request tawjaribadi angang singi punchisu kanbiu aduga khoi praja aikhogi punchisu kanbiu aduga medical profession che sida doctor masing wali base sigi masing chisu akhoi hengat hanana bagi top state loini hengat na kare akhoi manipur gi su soidana hengat piu haibase guardian singi amadi net ki qualified oiraba hanjin qualified oijaraba antakti doctor tamani praja miyang seba tawrani haidana la ba satra singi sigi through dagi akhoi gi request ni soidana su hengat pigani haini khanje.
Old Manipur Students Transporters Association has condemned the government and civil society organizations of the state for ignoring school transporters, all the while focusing on teachers and other staff. Secretary General of the associations, Jimmy Tongbram, said some school van drivers have even started selling off their vehicles, and 5 drivers died as they could not bear medical expenses. He was speaking at the distribution of the food items and monetary help to 170 school van drivers of Yes School constituency under Progressive Yes School Kendra Mission. The distribution event under the initiative of Managing Director of HVS Construction Private Limited cum social worker Huidrom Vikramjit and the Old Manipur Students Transporters Association was held at Vikramjit's residence in Patsoi. Jimmy highlighted the plights facing school van drivers since the closure of schools due to coronavirus pandemic, which locked down in the state since March. He appealed to the government to extend loans to school van and bus drivers. Speaking at the event, the social worker Huidrom Vikramjit appealed to the government to look out for income-generating avenues for the welfare of the public.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯣꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ ꯐꯣꯏꯔꯒ ꯂꯧꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯃꯆꯥꯁꯤꯡꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯇꯨꯡꯒꯤ ꯌꯨꯝꯕꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯕꯗ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯆꯥꯎꯅ ꯊꯧꯗꯥꯡ ꯂꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯚꯦꯟ ꯊꯧꯕ ꯏꯆꯤꯜ ꯏꯅꯥꯎꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯈꯜꯂꯒ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯃꯤꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯊꯃꯣꯏ ꯑꯃ ꯄꯥꯜꯍꯟꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯃꯔꯤ ꯂꯩꯅꯕ ꯒꯚꯔꯟꯃꯦꯟꯠꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯊꯣꯔꯤꯇꯤꯅꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯒꯚꯔꯟꯃꯦꯟꯠꯗꯒꯤ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯤꯝ ꯄꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯣꯅꯔꯦꯕꯜ ꯍꯥꯏ ꯀꯣꯔꯠ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯌꯔ ꯇꯧꯖꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯨꯡ ꯏꯟꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯣꯟ ꯄꯤꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯄꯩꯁꯥꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯤꯛ ꯆꯥꯅ ꯁꯤꯡꯐꯝ ꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯔꯨꯜꯁ ꯔꯦꯒꯨꯂꯦꯁꯟ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯤꯡꯒꯅꯤ
ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛꯁꯤ ꯋꯥꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯍꯥꯏ ꯀꯣꯔꯣꯅꯥꯅ ꯋꯥꯔꯦ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯁꯤꯒꯦ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛ ꯇꯝ ꯐꯪꯗꯕꯒꯤꯁꯤꯅ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯁꯤꯒꯦ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠ ꯊꯧꯔꯥꯡꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯁꯤꯒꯦ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯤ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ ꯂꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯆꯂꯥꯏꯗꯣꯏꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤꯁꯤ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯥꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯕꯥꯏ ꯏꯂꯦꯛꯁꯟꯗ ꯂꯥꯎꯅꯔꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗꯣ ꯍꯨꯟꯅꯕ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯄꯥꯔꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯁꯦꯟꯗꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯂꯅꯥꯏ ꯃꯃꯤꯡ ꯄꯟꯅꯗꯅ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯆꯩꯅꯔꯦ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠ ꯊꯧꯔꯥꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯗ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯕ ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯂꯩ.
Manipur reported 254 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and 5 deaths in the last 24 hours. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, the press release at 5 p.m. today, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 21,211, out of which 3,115 are active cases. In the last 24 hours, 5 coronavirus infected patients, 1 from Imphal East, 3 from Imphal West District and 1 from Taobao District have passed away. With this, that toll has reached 207. On the positive note, 191 people were discharged in the past 24 hours and recovered cases have reached 17,889. State's recovery rate stands at 84.33%. Out of the newly infected persons, 228 are from general population and 26 are personnel of Central Armed Police Force. All the infected persons from the general populations are locals without any significant travel history. Newly infected persons are being shifted to coronavirus COVID care facilities and necessary measures are underway. Member of the People's Task Force for COVID-19, Somorjit Mayengbam, lamented that COVID-19 SOPs have taken a backseat, especially in the mega mart of the state. He was speaking on the sideline of a public awareness drive on COVID-19 carried out by People's Task Force for COVID-19 at Vishal Mega Mart in Chingmairong and Bazaar, India in Palace compounds today. Somorjit said that the task force came across customers standing in the close proximity in defiance of the social distancing norms and not wearing face masks, expressing apprehension that this might lead to mass spread of COVID-19 in the state. So Morjid urged the government to look into the matter at the earliest. He also appeals to the owners of the mega marts to take stock of the situation and urged the public to follow COVID-19 related SOPs at all times to ward off the disease.
Miyamna tangai padana koi haiba state pung oiba koi sakau basigi amari lena na pot leiba lapiba matamda mask phajana upiyo physical distancing phajana tawbiyo aduga khut sa si phajana koi sapon tawga hamtokna na bhona si aduga angai phadaga de koi sanitizer sijinaraga khut sa koi sanitize tawna na ba bhona si na pot leiba matamda su mask phajana le pag leibiyo physical distancing phajana tawbiyo habisi koi total task COVID-19 gi maike dige miyamda appeal tawjari.
Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Ningul Sakoba Amadi Diwali Kumhega Mari Lainana Rams of Mega Marta Mega Offer Pizzeri Lupali Singamagi Mataki Pot Levi Matamda Chada Mangagi Kudong Java Fangigani Lupalak Amagi Mataki Pot Levi Matamda Chada Tarit Kudong Java Fangigani Items Singdi Men's and Ladies Fashion Kidswear Household Item Family Restaurant Jewelry Items Online Shopping Su Atuba Matamda Hangjerakani Ngasi Maglangsin Biro Rams of Mega Mart Porompa Jenims opposite Ayang Pali Road.
Pemba ngaton nimot sakop kita magbukto bibiyari kung si sahigi oniti COVID-19 na awaban ng halaba miyang dinamak yenjeraga Pemba keji de lupa changa yang kai ngaton na keji de lupa changa da yonjegani pang es tomba and sons Pemba farm hiantang.
Panthoibi Group presents Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, has completed its 15 years of service, having 13 branches including Guwahati. Provides subsidized home loan under PMAY-CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Panthoibi Microfin deals in microfinance. Panthoibi Nidhi Limited provides loans against fixed deposit and properties. Panthoibi Construction booking is going on for flats, villas, row house. For more details, kindly contact Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its subsidiary group of companies.
Welcome back. After the break, you are watching Prime-Timed English Bulletin. India's COVID-19 tally has reached 86.36 lakh with 47,905 new cases reported in the last 24 hours, while the number of people who have recovered from the disease are 80,66,501, pushing the country's recovery rate to 92.89%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that toll has reached 1,28,121 and active COVID-19 cases have come down to 4,89,294. Maharashtra is still on top with above 89,000 active cases, closely followed by Kerala with above 78,000 active cases. According to Indian Council of Medical Research, 11,93,000 tests were conducted in the last 24 hours. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 5,25,68,000 people. Above 1,2,91,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 3,67,65,000. United States of America is on top with more than 38,12,000 active cases of COVID-19, followed by India and Brazil, while China, from where the pandemic started, is at the 68th position with just 413 active cases of COVID-19. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman today announced a rupees 900 crore grant to the Department of Biotechnology for COVID-19 vaccine research. She said the grant does not cover the actual cost of vaccine and distribution expenses, which will be made separately as and when the vaccine is available. She also said that 10,200 crore rupees additional budget outlay will be provided towards capital and industrial expenditure for domestic defense equipment, industrial incentive and infrastructure and green energy. Farmers of Taobao District will get facilities of Tubed Weld Irrigation and the Prime Minister Krisi Sinchani Yojana. Assistant Engineer and Section Officer of the Minor Irrigation Department, Taobao, and Social Worker of the Wangkham constituency, Laishram Thanil, inspected 4 different sites today. They inspected paddy field at the Charangpad Maning Laikai Maklamd, Charangpad Maning Laikai Selomd, Khoiromd Kuno, and Kakmayai Mana of the Wangkham constituency. Speaking on the sideline, social worker Eld Thanil said the government's initiative will ensure adequate irrigation to paddy fields and boost the farmers' income. Minister of Transport, Travel Affairs and Hills Vungzagind Velte inaugurated State Bank of India new Lamka branch today. Recalling his struggle to open this very branch 15 years ago, the minister expressed his gratitude that his dream was finally materialized. He urged the people to use the bank and its services to the maximum for the development of the societies. ADC Chulachandpur Thangboy Gangte, Regional Secretary SBI Sanahal Sharma, Assistant General Manager SBI Hapuni Basmark, General Secretary EBC Reverend Paukhang Mang Guite, and other dignitaries attended the event. Churachandpur DC Pawan Yadav IAS today inaugurated a community park named Hausapi Chinghao Park at Suangdho village under Mual Nuamd subdivision. The park was constructed under MGNREGA and cover an area of 1 acre. The entertainment park has swing, seesaw, slides, rope climbing, etc. The park was inaugurated on time as Children's Day gift to children of Suangdho village and other in the vicinity. The DC also inaugurated a guest house, water reservoir and Suangdho Government High Schools constructed under a Border Area Development Program 2019-20. Chiefs from the villages under Mual Nuam subdivision were present on the occasion. After the inauguration, they also inspected the work site of NHIDCL on National Highway 150B passing through the village, which is about 110 kilometers south of district headquarters. Journalist Lekhendro Lokhamd passed away last night after suffering a BP stroke. Indian Red Cross Society Manipur condoled his untimely demise. Late journalist Lekhendro Lokhamd also took major roles as a volunteer of Indian Red Cross Society Manipur in helping people of the state. Chairman of Red Cross Society Dr. Y. Mohand, Secretary Dr. R.K. Nimai, Infal East District Branching Chairman Narendra Ningumba and volunteers paid floral tribute to his mortal remains at the IRCS office in Gandhi Avenue this morning. Old Juriband Working Journalist Union AJWJU has condoled the untimely demise of journalist Lekhendro Lokhamd. Food Safety and the Standard Enforcement Wing team today carried out special drive against food business operators and collected surveillance samples in view of the upcoming Diwali and Ningol Chakoba festival. The special drive was carried out at various places of Infal East District. The team inspected quality of milk and sweets during the drive. Food safety violators will be punished under Food Safety and Standard Act 2006, Rules and Regulations 2011. Acting on a tip-off, a combined team of Assam Rifle and Manipur Police has seized 72 kilograms of brown sugar worth around 287 crore rupees. Impact News sources said security forces carried out search operations at the Kemu area in Taobao District on the intervening night of November 10th and 11th. The team recovered 3 gunny bags containing brown sugar which were hidden among the bushes during the operation. Well, now the sports news. Every district of the Manipur will now have its own hockey astroturf. Recently appointed President of Hockey India, Gyanendra Ningombam, gave the good news during his reception held at Taobao Mela grounds today. Speaking at the event organized by Hockey Taobao and its local unit, Taobao Hockey Association, Gyanendra disclosed that Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren has approved the to construct hockey astroturf in every district of the state. He also assured that district units are coming up to promote hockey sports under the aegis of Hockey India. Gyanendra further assured to try his best to produce as many international hockey players as possible from the state during his tenure as a president of Hockey India. The president of Hockey India held an interactive session with budding hockey players being trained by Hockey Taobao and Taobao Hockey Association at Taobao Mela Ground. He gave them resourceful insights on the new rules of hockey sports. Champions of the 13th Dreams 11th Indian Premier League, Mumbai Indians have received a cash prize of 10 crore rupees, while the runners-up Delhi Capitals received a cash award of 6 crore 25 lakh rupees. The league was held under the aegis of BCCI. Mumbai Indians bowlers Trent Boult has bagged man of the final match and the player of the season titled. Royal Challengers Bangalore's batsman Devadatt Padikkal was named emerging player of the season, and Kings 11 Punjab's batsman Lokesh Rahul clinched most runs award. Orange capped and game changer of the season titled, while Delhi Capitals bowlers Kasigos Rabada received the most wicket taker award. Rajasthan Royals all-rounders Jofra Archer became most valuable player of IPL 2020. Mumbai Indians all-rounders Kieron Pollard clinched super striker of the season award, while the Mumbai Indians batsman Ishant Kishan received most sixes award. Mumbai Indians has bagged the overall teamed fair play award in the league. Meanwhile, the former cricketers have proposed to elect Mumbai Indians team captain Rohit Sharma as the new captain of T20 Indian team. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Eviction drive at Moreh ICP bypass road turns violent. Women folk carry out half-naked protest. Winners of November 7th by-polls, BJP's Ngamthang Hawkim Oinam Lukhoi Paunam Burjain and independent candidate Y. Antas Khan swear in as MLAs. Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren assured surveillance teams will take stock of COVID-19 situation in assembly constituencies where by-elections were held. Union Home Minister Amit Saha likely to visit Manipur this month. Chief Minister N. Biren assured of upgrading Irang Bridge into RCC Bridge. Manipur reports 254 new COVID-19 confirmed cases and 5 deaths in last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 207. India reports over 47,000 new COVID-19 cases in last 24 hours, pushing tally over 86 lakh. Recovery rate nearing 93%. And Hockey India President Gyanendra Ningombam says Chief Minister Nongthom Biren has approved construction of one hockey astroturf each in every district. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. In the meantime, for more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Until then, have a great evening and stay safe.
Pemba ngaton nimo chakop gidamak buk to bibiyari kumsi sahi ki oinati COVID-19 na awaban ng halaba miyang gidamak yenjeraga pemba kg de lupa changa yankai ngaton na kg de lupa changa da yondegani phang S